You who are confused and have woken up with a messy mind, not quieted down, I'd like to share something that calms me down. I hadn't even gone back to it until recently. It's an old poem, The Desiderata by Max Ehrmann. And I remember, my first memory of it was when I was in high school in the 80s. You know how we didn't have all these, we didn't have social media. We didn't have the cell phone. We didn't have the internet. But we had all these quotes and these books and poetry and words, and we went on retreats, and it being a Catholic high school. Desiderata. So we had the Bible, we had motivational quotes and all. And anyway, I just found my copy, kept for 40 years, handwritten by my best friend then. And we had perfumed ink. I can't smell the perfume anymore, but the words still resonate, still the same, and they might help you. You know, it hits different reading it as a teenager and then reading it in midlife. There is a difference. Somewhere between then and now, I also took it to heart again, especially the line about avoiding loud and aggressive persons who are vexations to the spirit. Sadly, there are these people who might even be your relatives. Most of the time they are, because we can't avoid them. And now, on the internet, on YouTube, on blogs, there's always this seemingly more acceptable advice now to cut off. You know, you can choose to avoid or keep a distance from people that really don't do you any good. We have phrases like emotional vampires, narcissism. It seems like everyone's a narcissist these days. We have words like gaslighting or conditions like we didn't before, or maybe we just didn't have a name for it. But then I had this, the Desiderata. Avoid loud and aggressive persons, they are vexations to the spirit. I did this. I mean, avoided certain people when I could, because they were just vexations to my spirit. Vexation, a bother, a curse to my spirit. We don't really know this until we really think about it, or maybe time, age, wisdom tells us that maybe some people are toxic for us. Or maybe we are the toxic people. It's okay. It's really okay. And especially in certain cultures like mine, it's difficult to detach from family. There is something called tampo in this culture. Tampo, I remember explaining it to a British friend, an English friend, who got to understand what it meant when she was living here. Tampo. It is feeling, uh, maybe, what's the best way to describe tampo? Disappointment, or feeling bad when you feel someone has wronged you, or but not in a very wrong way, or just like not able to reciprocate, or you know, in this culture it's difficult to. It's a concrete example. It's like when people ask someone to join them. Oh, let's go out, let's have something to eat or something random thing, and you're just maybe friends, like together in a dorm, or and then when the one person refuses or just doesn't feel like it becomes a big fuss, a huge deal, and some people actually feel bad about it. It's quite petty, but that's tampo. And so then it makes it hard to. It's like we're always people pleasing. It's like we give in or give up our own feelings to go along with the group. I got here because of loud and aggressive persons or vexations to the spirit. There's a connection. Certain loud and aggressive persons or vexations to the spirit. The truth is they don't care. They don't care. They just make noise, they speak, but they don't. Usually, they are the people who don't listen to you, right? But at the same time, they are the ones who can express this tampo the loudest and make a big fuss, even if the truth is they don't really care. But you should just avoid. Don't feel that you owe them anything. Look at, feel yourself, your spirit, your soul. You don't have to be with them. So this part of the Desiderata really I hit me the most. Because you can choose, you know. So if it's family, that's a little bit harder to do. But by your reactions to how they are, they can eventually maybe change. If it's a friend, well, friends are family you can choose, I always say. You know, when I received this Desiderata from my friend as a teenager, like I said, it's different, right? Life experience also dictates how you're gonna take something like this. And when you're a teenager, you just want friends. You want to be like everybody else. Well, that's what's in my experience, and at least. It's like everybody wanted to be liked, or I was a people pleaser, definitely. And then I had magical thinking about what friendship was, or how friends are made, and how friends are maintained. To me, it was fate. Fate that brought you together, and, you know, so then that also meant that you would take whatever a friend would dish out and just accept. But this Desiderata tells me at this age, at midlife, something else. It tells me it is your choice. You can choose your friendships. You know how in high school, another thing about our culture in high school was how friend groups or friends would talk about other people and say, oh, she's picky. She chooses her friends. Well, hello. Yes, you should choose your friends. You know, there's a difference between being supportive of a friend and choosing a friend because of your own security, your own safety, and your own sanity, your own peace of mind. There is a difference. So, I know I'm sounding like a negative loner introvert right now, but that's what I see has happened and is happening with teenagers. Teenagers are still teenagers, but teenagers now have social media, which ironically, it's not positively social all the time. And I just want to put out this desiderata for actually anybody who's feeling confused and lost and just overwhelmed by so much noise in the world. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, it says. It's an image that is so calming. Lakes are placid, or lakes can be placid. And even just that first line, go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Yes, just remember. What we can do is, first thing in the morning, when we wake up, but have a minute of silence, calm, breathe, and empty your mind, or it is empty when you wake up. So don't put anything in first. Just bask in the emptiness and the silence if you can. And then do morning pages if that's something you're doing. Pour everything out before the day starts and things come in again.